Chelsea won, Inter Milan won, let's talk about it. So that wraps up Chelsea's pre-season campaign, and we now have Man City in the first game of the Premier League in 1 week's time. But my God, that performance against Inter Milan today was so much better. I have to say that first half we did have some shaky moments, but overall we did grow into the game and played quite well in that first half. Special mentions to Mark Guiu, his pressing was insane. That guy's very raw but very eager. Needs to calm down a bit. He was putting in some big challenges when he probably didn't need to. We missed Cucurella so much. He was very natural and great in that inverted position. We know he can play that very well, and it was good to see him playing back at the bridge. I think Noni Madueke had another good game today, very direct, beating his man more times than not, and getting that ball in the box as much as he could, trying to create as many chances. That guy looks very ready for the Premier League. I also think Enzo Fernandez had a very good game today, looked very creative, putting them balls in. Just having that vision and that awareness really worked for Chelsea today. Unlucky to not get a few goals off the back of his creative chances, but Enzo played very well. Now, the elephant in the room is, of course, our defence and how easily teams split through it like a hot knife through butter. And it happened again with Inter Milan in that first half. Fofana looks a bit off it. He doesn't look match ready right now, but Thuram took his chance incredibly well. Left foot, top corner. Sanchez had no chance. Now, Inter Milan did create quite a few chances in the first half, and the Chelsea defence did well to protect the goal and get rid of the ball. And as the game went on, the defence grew into the game, which was nice to see. But after Inter Milan's first goal, Chelsea really dominated this game and took the game by the scruff of its neck. Pedro Neto was unveiled as a Chelsea player at halftime, and that was super nice to see. Him in the kit, walking around, saying hi to the fans. Super exciting signing, and I hope that he hits the ground running. And we did make some substitutes at halftime, and we brought on Palmer, Nkunku, and Caicedo, and oh my God, what a difference that made. We look so much better with those three players on the pitch. The system seemed to work more fluidly. We looked so much more of an attacking threat, and we were pressing a lot higher up the pitch. One thing to note is Mudryk was just typical Mudryk. He tried hard, he ran around a lot, he skied things into row Z, he misplaced passes. But he tried. He came off and Sterling came on, and Sterling actually had a very good game when he came on and created a couple of chances, won a few free kicks, won a few corners. Very positive from Sterling going into the start of the season. It is worth noting that Sommer, the Inter Milan goalkeeper, made some really good saves across the first half and the second half to keep Chelsea out for most of the game. And even though we were 1-0 down, we were dominating possession, we were creating more chances, we just looked like we were ready for the Premier League. Even though Cucurella did play very well today, he was pulled off and Viega was given some minutes, and that guy looks very solid. I hope we keep him and don't loan him out this season. He will be awesome in rotation with Cucurella. He has that Sergio Ramos mentality, whereas like I'm getting the ball and I'm taking the man as well. Like there was a few moments where he made a great slide challenge, got up and was just jeering on the fans, very Rudiger-esque, getting the people behind him. And it was just really nice to see, because I think we really do need that mentality within this defence. Cucurella was the one inverting in the first half and Viega in the second half, and Gusto played very well by being that right centre-back when inverting, but also made some bombing runs down that right-hand side, which was very interesting to see how malleable and how flexible the system is going to be throughout the season. Chelsea should have scored more of their chances today. Granted, we need to be more clinical. We know this. However, Sommer did have an incredibly good game. There was a bicycle kick from Nkunku that was destined for the bottom corner, and Sommer somehow got a hand to it and tipped it around the post. Guiu had a shot in the first half, which was destined for the top corner, and Sommer tipped it around the post. Like, Sommer had a great game, and Chelsea were creating chances, and we were very unlucky to be going into this game 1-0 down until the 90th minute. And that's until Palmer whipped in a free kick from the left-hand side that was poorly defended by Inter Milan, and Ugochukwu on the volley sweeps it away, makes it 1-1 in the 90th minute. So I think a deserving 1-1 works very well for both teams. I don't think either team were terrible. I think we were played very well, and we look ready to play City in the Premier League next week. We should have scored more goals, but again, it was a mixture of Chelsea not being clinical and Sommer having a very good game. But overall, very impressed with this performance. Miles better than the rest of the pre-season performances. Obviously, Chelsea didn't play perfect today. We played very well, but defensively, it does need work. That defensive unit, I feel, will get better over time as we know the ins and outs of the system. But transitionally from attack to defence, when we're going on that back foot, we do look like we struggle sometimes. However, moving the ball from midfield to attack, I feel very confident and very comfortable with. We are doing that a lot quicker, a lot sharper, and a lot more creatively, and I feel like that will benefit us going into this season. So as long as we can fix up this defence, I think we look pretty decent. But that's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think. Did you guys watch the game? What were your thoughts? Who did you think play well? Let me know in the comments. I love having a conversation with you guys. Do you also think we are ready for Man City? That'll be an interesting conversation to have. And if you are new around here, make sure you hit that follow button.